if you're a team captain, please stop banning Undying. I want to see him played. I want to see him beaten, but I also want to see him played. Please play Undying. So, interesting to see if we can have the new Immortals here. Now we've got a Gyrocopter coming out.
5 seconds remaining.
HzarD this time picking up on the healers.
Reserve time.
Bit of an unusual hero with Gyro is that he's got this lovely nuke, but you know he's really a carry, and he's a regular rapier carrier. Not sure we'll see something that risky in a pro game, but then again, this is only the amateur tournaments. I say pro, you know, it's sort of better than pub scrubs, but not as good as the pros. Looks like Take Me Home maybe going for big team fight again. We had some nice AoE abilities on Take Me Home last game, so it'd be really nice to see them going for the same sort of wombo combo style. You know, try and take the early game and blow up HzarD before they can really respond and do any damage.
10 seconds remaining.
Ooh, silencer. So it looks like HzarD have recognised this. Gone, look, they're probably going to team fight again. Let's let them initiate, then silence, and just laugh at them as we right-click them to death. Which is one of the things that makes silencer so irritating in a pub game. Sometimes it's like you need to fake an initiation with a silencer so that you can counter-initiate. You need to sort of fake the initiation.
10 seconds remaining.
Silencer will pop his global silence. Then you sort of back out, and then you come back in once the global silence is gone, and then you can fight. But you need to fight while global's down, so you got to fake that initiation. Try and bait it out.
Dire team pick.
So, I'd love to see this Wraith King as a support Wraith King. It was done a little bit at TI, I think it was TI5 last year, and it was a lot of fun because the Wraith King would just run in and start hitting things, and
10 seconds
obviously he's got the stun, which is really annoying, and he will die pretty quick. But then when he drops, he's got this reincarnation. It's like, well, you killed him. What are you going to do now? All the rest of his team you've just blasted Wraith King, and now the rest of his team are standing there with all their ultimates up. So really, really fun to do that, but not sure he's going to be a support Wraith King this game. I think with a Tidehunter, Avenger, and a Lion, we're going to see a carry Wraith King. And he is one of those really annoying carries that it's like, he's so tanky, sometimes you just got to commit everything to kill him.
10 seconds remaining.
And then he's back, and it's like, and you just sort of swear a lot and do what you can. You kind of have to sort of keep kiting him with the amount of stuns and disables we've got on the on both teams here. We should be able to sort of not have to worry too much about the Wraith King if his reincarnation ends up with him sort of left at the end of a fight. We can probably just sort of stun lock him and murder him at our leisure here.
5 seconds remaining.
But we have got quite a tanky team on the
Reserve time.
on Take Me Home, so it's not really that easy to burst down. I mean, Nyx relies on pickoffs and sort of bursting people down before they can react. Not going to happen with either of these two heroes. Venge and Lion are pretty easy to take down, but if you miss your stun or something like that, or they're smart and carry sentries, Lion can blow Nyx up really, really quickly.
Wind Ranger at your service.
So Wind Ranger, this is a hero that's been picked as a carry more and more often recently. Oh, awesome, awesome! Nice to see an Invoker in a pro game. Sometimes he's a hero that can be a little bit cumbersome, so a lot of people don't pick him. But I really like Invoker. He's a lot of fun to play.
Prepare for battle.
Bit of an unusual one in that sometimes Take Me Home took the fight completely and sometimes had. Sorry about that. I had the streaming thing on YouTube settings moaning at me. I need to watch my preview. Okay, so looks like HzD going to be looking to go hunting again in the jungle. We've got Wraith King. He is wandering off alone, and looks like TMH are going to split up. But HzD did not manage to push that advantage in the first game. And yes, I've remembered to take the overlay off this time. So HzD did not manage to push that advantage. Oh, looks like they're being a little bit more cautious. Maybe they're expecting it, but they are smoked up, and they are gonna go into the
30 seconds
Radiant
battle.
jungle, and they're gonna go hunting. So we put a ward up to watch for off laner, and looks like Nyx has his stun, Witch Doctor has his stun, and they're just gonna. Okay, I think they've decided they can't get that without him dive in the tower, so they're just going to zone him out and go take a free rune.
The battle begins.
Every coin helps.
So yeah, free rune for one for each team. We've got pinging like noobs. This is the thing that pinging in some games really drives me mad, because people ping once, and then by the time you look at the map, the ping has gone, because maybe you were fighting or whatever. You know, doing something you need to concentrate on, you couldn't look at the map while the ping, or there's some people who just go ping, 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 until you save them from their impending death, which you have no ability to do. And kind of, not many people take this sort of middle ground. What I tend to do is I ping and then wait a few seconds and then ping again. Okay, sometimes if I get excited, it'll be sort of pinging sort of 3 or 4 times like that, but usually it'll be sort of ping, wait a few seconds, ping again. So we've got Nyx in the bottom lane. He's anticipating the sentry ward, so he's got he's ready to de-ward. But if he gets caught, I don't think they really need the sentries to kill him. They've got quite a bit of burst damage, so if he shows, they might be able to almost get him straight away. I mean, we've got 3 stuns in this bottom lane. And Nyx doesn't have his invisibility for quite a while, so maybe going to be able to. That's a really risky step. If they can just de-ward this ward, it's going to make it's going to completely wreck Nyx's early game, because he's just going to have to run away. He just can't be in lane. Oh, and this is I think this could go really badly for him now. Oh, DD for this big mistake by Venge there, not picking up the rune while the Nyx was still stunned. I think the Venge was just so focusing on, you know, hit him, wondering if maybe the Lion was going to be able to get there in time to stun him. Venge clearly had time to pick up that rune, but didn't. The Venge had time to stun him, but Nyx is going to walk past the Lion. If Lion can get that stun off, no, he can't. He just can't get in range. If Lion could have got his stun off there, we could follow it up with the Venge stun. Let's take a quick look at the top lane while we're waiting. See, this lane, not really as aggressive. Certainly, I don't think anyone on HzD are going to be dying in this lane. But they also don't have as much kill potential. We do have 1 stun on the Gyro and 1 stun on the Witch Doctor. But neither of these are neither of them are good stuns, I'll say. I mean, the cask, you can't really rely on which targets it's going to stun. You can only really rely on the first one. And the homing missile's got a really, really long duration before it actually hits the target. So, can be a bit. It's going to be really difficult to get kills in this lane, I feel, for HzD. Although, I think Tide has decided he might struggle if he gets caught out, so he's just going to back off and stack. Okay, so as it stands mid, Invoker going Quas Wex. I don't think that's really going to do much for him against a Wind Ranger in the early game. Cold Snap, he's not really going to be able to follow that up with any right clicks. He's got nothing else to really do damage. EMP, if he can get the mana burn off, 175, you can get it off a couple of times on the Wind Ranger. She's not going to be able to win run. Okay, so Nyx, oh, that's an early invis for the Nyx, so we don't have any sentries out for. Oh, and as this is not a pub game, we don't immediately unpause. So that's kind of the rules of a pub game. You see, a pub game, somebody pauses, even if they're the nicest guy on earth, and they turn around to you and say, "Guys, give me a minute, please." Generally, what happens in a pub game is you go, "No, fuck you," in some random language that nobody understands, and then you just carry on. I had a game earlier today where I killed someone, and then I killed them so hard it crashed my Dota, and obviously everybody waited and paused, and I wasn't just standing in the fountain when I came back. Okay, so that's nice of them. They just sit and wait. It's kind of weird when you play Dota a lot and you get all these assholes that just unpause, and then you watch a pro game like this and everyone's like, "Oh, guys, I'm back now. Should we go? Are you ready?" Oh, looks like maybe we've got. Oh, Witch Doctor gonna steal the stack for the. Oh, he's gonna manage to pull it into his lane. So HzD sort of back here. They're trying to pull, I think maybe, but. At the very least, the support have fucked off into nowhere. They've seen a kill potential. We've got the supports from TMH have rotated, but we're gonna have a support versus support fight. Invoker gonna come in at the back, but he doesn't really have much to commit.
The Wind Ranger gets there first.
And I don't think, Avenge is definitely not going to go down there. See, sadly, this Cross Wex is a little bit defensive. There's not that much mana going to come out. Sorry, not that much damage going to come out. This is the thing with Cold Snap. When you need to keep applying damage to keep them freezing again and again. And with the Wind Ranger. Currently, his only options for reapplying damage are, let's see, EMP does a little bit of damage, but there's too much delay to really get that off. Tornado, not realistic. So yeah, he's not really going to apply damage after he cold snaps. So kind of, Invoker doesn't have any abilities that are going to be effective against the Wind Ranger at the moment. And I think perhaps that sort of invoking to Tornado there, he's maybe realised that his best chance to counter this Wind Ranger is to, Tornado EMP and steal all the mana. So there's nothing she can do. It's probably the best way. Oh, we got the Tide. He is stealing the stack here for a nice move by the Watermelon here. It's really going to set back HzD. It's really unfortunate that HzD haven't spotted that out, because if they could get a good stun on there before he sees them coming in. Maybe wait till there's one creep and stun him from the Witch Doctor, but they're nowhere near. HzD just let him take that for nothing. No contest at all. So I think they're going to go off and stack elsewhere this time. I think they've decided, you know what, let's just play a bit more passively and farm this game, but I don't think they're going to out farm them, because TMH are stacking the Ancients really, really well. We've got no Ancient stack for HzD as it stands at the moment. It looks like we're going to go for a kill down in the bot lane. We've managed to get that stun off on the Nyx, and there we go. It's beautiful with all them stuns. If Nyx shows at all, and he kind of has to because he's only level 4, if he shows at all in the lane, he's just dead. He was protected by this ward earlier, but now there's no ward. If he steps anywhere near, in range of one of those stuns. He's going to get followed up with 2 more stuns, which will probably lead into the stun being off cooldown, and you get the point. He's just dead. So it is going to take him quite a while, I would think, to get level 6 in this lane. And it's going to take Invoker quite a while to be doing something useful. I think they're kind of relying on Gyro carrying the shit out of this game. I think this is going to be one of those. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to say this game's going to be really passive, but as we've seen already, both these teams like to fight, and looks like we're setting up for a fight top. This is going to be a 3v4 as it stands at the moment. Invoker has no TP. Nyx, his TP is on cooldown, but it'll be off soon. So if they push this fight now, it's going to be a 3v4. Leaving Wraith King to just farm and farm and farm. I don't think HazzarD are really going to be able to do much at the end of this game if they let the Wraith King farm up. Oh, and that's the cooldown coming out and a Ravage. But okay, both teams going to back off. Wind Ranger's going to go down to the Malediction. We've got the stun coming off, the homing missile coming off on Watermelon, but you know it's not really going to kill him. He can just walk and walk and walk and walk. That's the thing with those stuns that they've got. They're just not doing that much. They've got to have seen that ward come out there, but I don't think he wants to waste a dust. Okay, Lion going bot now to. Okay, so he dusted immediately, but I think the Nyx was just out of range of the dust there. It's unfortunate. I think the Nyx was smart enough to, you know, TP's got to be coming in. TP's got to be coming in. Let's get back and let's not risk dying. Oh, we've got the Nyx. Does he have vision? I don't think he has vision. Oh, and he's going to go on the Lion. Lion may be dead here, but it's going to be a bit of a difficult one. Lion does have a lot of disables. He doesn't have his ult, though. Oh, that was a lot of time wasted for the Nyx there. He's back to base, and Lion is a little bit low, but not for support. You know, Lion can heal his mana up. He's got plenty of regen left. He'll be fine. I think the biggest advantage at the moment is the Invoker's build seems to have. I don't think it's really going to have any effect against a Wind Ranger. I really don't. With the stun follow-up from, he might be able to get him though this time. He doesn't need that much damage to actually come out from the Invoker. With a TP response from the Venge though, I think one more tick of Malediction might do it and he'll go down. But he's bottling up in between, so he's. You see what I mean? We got the Invoker just can't do much to the Wind Ranger with this build. I mean, you can get a low, but I think they really need something to be able to burst her down with magic, and they're relying on Invoker to do that. But without a level of Exhort, he's not really going to be able to do that effectively. I do think this is going to be a really good build against Tidehunter. Because if Tidehunter gets initiated on and he can't Ravage, he's really useless. If Wraith King gets initiated on and he can't reincarnate, he's useless. Well, he's not useless, he's still quite a tanky hero with a stun, but you know what I mean? He loses what makes that hero powerful. Calling out, stack the Ancients, Nyx, come on. You still level. Oh, he's finally got level 6. He's in fact nearly got level 7. Okay, looks like it's going to be a little while before we have a fight again. But okay, Nyx maybe going to go. Oh, he's going to get murdered now. Oh, yeah, he's going to back out. Both teams seem to be a little bit more scared this game. Don't want to really commit to the fights. It's kind of like Wraith King could have committed to that fight, but if he'd had any of his mana stolen again, if mana burn came up, or I think it could be a real problem. I think that's going to be his main problem this game, because we've got 3 heroes on HzD that can steal mana, so Wraith King might end up just not being able to ult. So, you know, I think they've decided now, you know what, let's rotate, let's help the Nyx out a little. But with this Wraith King, I think they're looking for the fact that Nyx has traded with him a bit, and has at least managed to get level 6, but maybe we could go for some kills. I think Wraith King decides, you know, I'm just going to go farm. And this is one of the things with Wraith King, with that Vampiric Aura, he's really, really useful at farming the jungle. He doesn't have enough damage at level 1 to do it, but while he's idle and he can't safely be in the lane, it really helps his efficiency that he can just wander into the jungle, hit creeps, and he's actually... His overall health is staying about the same, with a few lucky crits, he's staying about the same. Perhaps even healing ever so slightly. And that was against a hard camp. So we've got Watermelon up here, but we've got a ward in the lane and round in the trees, so HzD know exactly where he is, but they don't really have anything to follow up on him with. Silence is still level 4. We've got the stun coming out on, but I don't think that... You know, he's just going to be able to walk away. And that's not going to be anywhere... I don't think that's going to be anywhere near enough damage. And then they just don't have the confidence to dive that tower and chase for him. Oh, looks like we're having a fight down the bottom lane. Wraith King not got enough for his ult, so if he goes down here, he is just murdered. He's got a stun up for the Witch Doctor. The Witch Doctor goes down. So that's like so many stuns here to take the Witch Doctor out. I don't think that's... Yeah, he's not going to pop. And this is the thing with the with Wraith King. He is really tanky. Like, if they'd not had stuns to cancel out that Witch Doctor ult, Wraith King would have gone down, but they've got so many stuns on TMH. It's really, really hard for HzD to step out, because 1 foot out of place in this game and they're just dead. I think once all the BKBs come out later, I do think HzD have got more play potential, but oh, finally we've got a level of Exhort, so we've got some flexibility now with the Invoker. I think that's kind of the problem with Invoker. Sometimes you'll commit yourself to one build and it ends up not being right, but it's kind of like, you know, I'm committed to it. If I take a level of Exhort really early, I'll end up with shit levels of everything. But he is a really complicated hero to play, so it's kind of a hard call to make. I think they probably sat and had a chat in the early game, was like, let's steal mana and be really annoying. Because Lion, he can steal mana to keep his mana up for his combo, but for the most part, Lions tends to burn through his entire mana pool with his full combo. So if you can make sure Lion never has full mana, he's never going to be able to have full combo. But oh, and we've got the Malediction and the Death Ward coming out, but we have another stun there waiting. Wraith King, I think he might go down here. He does have 1 charges if he's... Yeah, the 1 charge is going to keep him alive there. Oh, and the armlet toggling. I think that... I'm not sure whether he was going to get another pop after... But that was a... If he was going to get another pop from the Malediction, that was a nice, really nice move by the Wraith King.
Double kill.
Ooh, not going well for TMH in that fight. The Invoker goes down, but we lose Venge and Wind Ranger. We do have... Oh, we...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay, for anyone watching the broadcast, I apologise for the break. Dota crashed. it has been really unstable since the last update. So, let's see if we've missed anything critical. Okay, looks like we're just in time to watch the next fight start. We've got... Okay, so maybe not. Tidehunter decides to just back out. We've got the Invoker going on the Wraith King, and he has no mana for ult now. We've got the Lion there ready to back him up, but we've got all 5 of HzD sitting here chasing him down. We've only got 3 of TMH here, so if they can catch this, this has got to be a dead Wraith King. We've got another mana burn ready, so no matter how he manages to restack his mana, he is going to be dead. Oh, we've got the BKB coming out, blocking the stun, and they might be able to just walk away from this. Oh, and the damage from cooldown, they really want to chase this. And Venge trying to keep him alive there, but Ravage comes out. We might be able to turn this, but it's really, really close. The Wraith King is really low. He's trying to stay in the fight. He does have mana for ult, and he's back up. How the hell did he get mana? Oh, we've got mana boots on the Tidehunter, but we've got the Death Ward coming out, and he's going to go down again. So really, really long chase there for HzD. Really long chase, but definitely worth it. Usually, when a chase like that comes out, it gives the enemy team too long to set up. But you know, HzD played that exactly right. It went their way. We got. Oh, and I missed what? Oh, so Gyro got a pick off on the Wind Ranger as well. We've got a BKB coming out for Soundwave. Gyro he's gonna be quite difficult to kill now. Gyro does have some pretty decent movement speed with the stun, the phase boots, the movement speed from the Sanjin Yasha. He can be a real pain in the ass to catch. And plus, if you're trying to get close to him to hit him like the Wraith King is, you can take a ton of damage from the Rocket Barrage. Okay, so Watermelon decided to go take his nice lovely stacks. Now you see, he's such a good hero for taking stacks. Between the damage reduction from the Kraken Shell and the Anchor Smash, you know, he takes hardly any damage at all from Ancient, so he can take, even at relatively early levels, he can take massive Ancient stacks. You see how much gold he's stacking up now. He's stacking up quite a lot of gold. And this guy does hit. It feels like he should hit really hard because he's carrying an anchor around, but look at that. 93 damage, that's pathetic. Pathetic. It's nothing. And then we look at Wraith King, he's already hitting for 190. Plus his 300% crit, plus his damage from the armlet. But Tide isn't really about right-click damage. He's about blinking, tentacle rape people, refresher, tentacle rape them again. And looks like we're smoking up to go in the Roche pit now, but HzD might spot this out. They have call down ready. We've got lots of lovely AoE coming from Invoker. HzD calling the defense. Now they've pinged it out. But I think we're going to see Roche go down before they get there. But the question is, can HzD drop on them before they manage to run away? I think maybe they can. As call down has got to come out. Global silence followed by, yeah, call down comes out. Lion's going to get blown up almost immediately. We've got Wind Ranger at the back trying to get out. She does have an Aegis, but it looks like she's going to go down. The Wraith King running forward. He's trying to tank, try and make sure they can't chase after that Wind Ranger. But Wind Ranger does go down. Wraith King's going to go down, but he's got plenty of mana this time. He's just going to come back in, and HzD aren't going to be able to back up from that.
Double kill.
The Tentacle Raper is sitting here on almost no health, but HzD can't see him. And the stun comes out. He is not going to get away. Looks like Nick's brought back. Maybe he saw the low tide and thought, you know what, I can come in, I can pick this up. He's gonna try for the Wraith King though. I don't think he's got enough to follow it up. His ult is up in 3 seconds though, so and Wraith King has no mana left.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He's getting pinged like crazy now. Yeah, that's a dead Nyx. Oh, that was just food.
Dire's top tower
That
is
was
under
just food.
attack.
You don't want to be giving shit like that to a Nyx. Sorry, to a Wraith King. And now we're 3 down on HazzarD. We've got the buyback coming out from the Gyro, but I think without 5, I don't think they're going to be able to fight this. Gyro does have cooldown, because
Dire's middle
that
tower
thing only has a
fallen.
45-second cooldown. We've got the stun up on the Wraith King. He doesn't have mana for ult, so if we can catch him, that's a dead Wraith King. But they're going really deep looking for that Wraith King kill. The ult comes out from the Witch Doctor, and Wraith King does go down, but what? He had mana for ult then? Where the hell did he get mana? It must have been a good time mana boots. So, and Lion takes down... Yeah, Lion takes down the Witch Doctor, but Lion falls to the Gyro. So we do manage to successfully defend this, despite being 2 heroes shy when the fight started. I do think maybe TMH needs to kite more that battle, but we are a 2 versus 4 at the minute. Now becomes a 3 versus 4. It now becomes a 3 versus 3. We've got Gyro. He's low, but he has such huge burst damage. And Wraith King has. He's like. I think that ping from the Wind Ranger there was, what the hell are you doing, man? Chasing when you have no health. I think maybe the Wraith King decided, you know what? I am not going to be able to turn and get out here. The only chance I've got is to armlet toggle like a pro and get that kill. But not going to happen. So Venge sticking around for no apparent reason other than to feed HazzarD. See, both these teams seem to have the habit of overstepping that little bit too much and hanging their ass out and then throwing away their advantage. When you've got one team that does that, they tend to get dicked on. But both these teams, they seem to have some really good team fight, and then one of them will overstep, and it will completely swing the fight one way or in the opposite direction. So let's take a look at the gold graphs here. See, we do have TMH is leading in gold, but you can see what I mean about how the fights keep swinging one way and then the other. This gold graph, it's consistently in favour of TMH, but HazzarD keep pulling it back. They keep winning a fight and dragging it almost all the way back. Same with the, sorry, that was the XP graph, and we've got exactly the same with the gold graph. And looks like we're going to go chase down the Tidehunter now, but I think that's just going to be harassing stuff. What the? Okay, that was a quick turning missile. We have everything up on both teams here now, so if we do see a fight, this is going to be a big one. If HazzarD lose this fight, they're going to lose racks, and I think they're also going to lose the game. So HazzarD, they're significantly behind, and but they really need to take this fight. If HazzarD lose this fight, I think they lose. They've got to lose the game. Or if they convincingly lose, you know, if like just the Lion walks out as the lone survivor, they're not going to lose racks. But if we've got a core up still, and all HazzarD get wiped, then I think it's going to be GG. Okay, so that's the stun missile getting taken down. But looks like, you know, they're scouting. I think they're hoping. Both teams are sitting hoping somebody's going to step out. And then they're hoping, can we counter initiate? But the initiation comes out from the Tidehunter. He's trying to blow up the silencer before he gets the global off, but global comes out, and the Gyro goes down regardless to the right clicks of the Wraith King. I still want to say Skeleton King. We've got Wind Ranger now. She was just trying to right click that Rax down in the middle of the fight. We've got Wind Ranger takes silencer down. Did he buy back? And we've got the Death Ward now coming out. He's firing up back, hoping he doesn't get stunned. But that's 4 down already to HzD, and that's GG called. They've lost the fight. They would have lost the racks regardless after losing that fight. That's 5 heroes down, and GG. 2 games to TMH, and well played to both teams on that. I think while TMH did have the lead in both of those games, and they did have the advantage in both of those games, I think it could have gone either way in either game. So well played to both teams there. No massive mistakes, but I do think both teams have a tendency to just step out that little bit too far, and sort of give that short-term advantage to win a fight to the other team. So guys, hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you're enjoying Dota Athletes as they've been played so far. If you are, please keep an eye out on my channel for games being cast in the future. You don't all have to go watch Miss Snowfox. So guys, have a great day. See you all soon, guys. Bye bye.